Why do all daughter-in-laws lack common sense these days? I wish I could just crush you under my heels like an ant.
Hello, Beth. I'm sorry that I have angered you. Could you please tell me what I did wrong?
Do you remember what yesterday was?
I'm so sorry, but can you tell me what day it was? I must be such an idiot to forget an important day like that.
I told you about having a pet when I was a child. Yesterday was the day my mouse, Pinky, died.
I can't believe I forgot the anniversary of Pinky's death. I am unfit to be your son's wife.
I've always lived with animals, and they're an important part of my life. Don't forget the death anniversaries of Bluey the dog and Pete the cat.
Never. Next time, I'll make sure to hold a splendid memorial party. I apologize for not holding Pinky's party yesterday. I will make sure to plan it tomorrow.
As punishment, go make 10 laps around the neighborhood.
10 laps is not enough to be forgiven. I'll make it 100 laps.
Are you out of your mind? If you run that much, the whole neighborhood will know I'm picking on you.
How inconsiderate of me to only think of atoning my sins and not thinking of your position.
When will you ever become a decent daughter-in-law? You're still half-baked.
You are right. I have to become full-baked. I sincerely apologize for still being half-baked despite your guidance.
I bet you never can. Maybe I should kick you out in your underwear.
I have nowhere to go if you kick me out. I'll accept the only underwear condition and make laps, so please give me permission to come home. I beg you.
Then you must start your training today.
Shall I do push-ups too?
No. I'll be singing Amazing Grace next to you all night long. That shall wash away your sins.
What wonderful training is that? The sound of your beautiful voice will echo through the bedroom all night.
I have to practice for the chorus lesson, so it's a win-win for both of us.
I will accept any kind of training.
Try your best to keep my son from divorcing you. Ha ha.
I will. The next day.
It must have been hard for you, having Mom constantly bully you.
What?
It's not easy, but in order to protect you, I've decided to divorce you.
What are you talking about?
Mom showed me the text messages between you.
Oh.
Poor you, being bullied like that. Even though she's my parent, it makes me sick to think she would say such terrible things.
That was my fault.
There's no way you would know the death anniversary of a pet she had a long time ago.
Still, it's your mother's special day, and I couldn't hold a party for her. It's my fault.
You're too kind. I feel like I'm being torn apart to break up with such a nice woman like you. But I'm doing this to protect you. You have to understand that.
I said I'm fine about your mother, so you don't have to divorce me.
You might be fine now, but I'm sure the mental damage is starting to take its toll on you.
I don't realize any mental damage to myself.
Someday, it's gonna cause some illness, and it could be irreversible.
But I want to be with you, and for that, I'll do whatever it takes.
Imagine her singing Amazing Grace at our bedside. I'll be in the same room with you. How am I supposed to sleep?
But your mother can sing well.
That's not the point. She's relieving her stress by harassing you. Don't you realize she's making fun of you? She's a really mean old lady.
You shouldn't talk about your mother that way.
She's the reason we're getting divorced. It won't be counted as a sin to say a little something against her, will it?
But that doesn't change the fact that she is the important person who gave birth to you.
What kind of a softie are you?
I'm sorry. Tomorrow is the anniversary of Pete's death. I have to go buy nice cat food now.
Huh?
I have to keep my word.
You don't have to do such things for her.
I feel sorry for Pete.
What's wrong with you guys? Pinky? Bluey? Pete? Aren't they all just characters in cartoons?
Those are the names your mother gave her pets.
Anyway, you don't have to do as she says. Just pack your things and get out of here.
I told you I don't want to. If the goal is to protect me from your mother, we can just move out together.
I knew you'd say that, but it's not that simple.
What do you mean?
Mom has terminal cancer, and she doesn't have long to live.
What?
I don't think such a person should be so mean to her daughter-in-law, but I guess the fear of death makes her take it out on you.
More the reason I should support her to the end.
No.
Why not?
Because she doesn't like you. That's why she's picking on you. How can she live peacefully with someone she hates?
Well,
see? Then let her spend the rest of her short life with her beloved son.
Okay.
Now that you've agreed, good luck with the packing.
But it's so sudden.
You just pack up your stuff and send it to your parents' house. Then sign the divorce papers. That's all you have to do.
You make it sound so easy.
It's hard for me to say goodbye. That's why I'm trying to be casual. You should try to understand my feelings.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I got upset at you. Soon after I lose you, I'm gonna have to say goodbye to Mom, too. It's hard to stay calm when I think about it.
I know.
I'm lucky to have an understanding wife. I've been happy for the last 3 years.
Me too.
Take care.
You too.
Bye, honey.
Bye. A few days later.
Did you understand what I said? I told you to pack up your stuff and leave. So why is it that my stuff is in the cardboard boxes and put out in the yard?
Oh, you're welcome. Your mother told me to throw it out, but I thought it was too much, so I stuffed them in those boxes.
Huh? I don't understand what you're saying.
You're trying to divorce me because you thought I was being bullied by your mom, right?
That's right.
Then no worries. I'm not being bullied.
Are you trying to defend Mom? Is she threatening you or something? She must have told you to stay in the house to be her slave.
Beth is laughing her head off.
Beth?
It's your mother, Bethany. I know it's a surprise, but Beth and I are very close.
What? But what about those texts?
Obviously, that was just an act. We were joking with each other.
It looked like bullying to me.
Actually, I was having lunch with Beth when we were texting the other day. And I'm with her right now, too.
Why did you guys deceive me?
Let me invite Beth to our chat first.
Hello, it's me, the Cameron Diaz lookalike Beth.
Our local celebrity arrives.
Did you tell him?
Yeah, I did, but he still can't believe we're so close.
I can imagine that.
He wants an explanation for that act we put on when texting each other those silly lines, pretending to be the awful mother-in-law and weak daughter-in-law.
Oh, that. Liam said, Kristen's getting cocky and bad-mouthing you, Mom, so you should give her a little punishment.
What? I never said anything like that.
Well, that was...
I know Kristen well enough to believe she would never say anything negative about me. Not that there's anything bad about me to say.
You're totally right. You're the best, Beth.
So, I thought there was a reason why you tried to destroy our relationship. That's why we acted in those weird roles and showed you our texts, letting your guards down to figure out what you were up to.
The result of the investigation was surprising, though.
Very surprising indeed. He was having fun in a room of an apartment building where there's a cafe on the first floor.
The room owner's name is Elizabeth. Beth, in short. What a coincidence. How could he make a move on a woman with a name like his own mother?
I feel sick just imagining him saying, I love you, Beth. I gained 3 pounds because of it.
You may have gained weight, but those cakes at that cafe were delicious.
Can I have a word?
What is it?
How do you know all this?
I hired a good detective.
My friend runs a detective agency. She looks like a normal lady you'd see every day on the streets, so her targets never think they're followed. That agency has a good reputation, and they're getting busier, I hear.
She told me she didn't have time to go to the chorus lessons, so she's thinking of buying a karaoke machine to relieve her stress.
I don't think she needs to practice that much, since she's already good. Maybe she wants the lead role in the next recital.
The chorus part is none of my business.
Oh, sorry. In short, you tried to trick us, but you got tricked by us instead.
Seriously?
You want to divorce me, but you don't want it to be your fault, so you tried to make Beth the villain.
I mean, we all live together, but I barely see you two talk. I thought for sure you two didn't get along.
You're always late when you get home, so Beth's already asleep. We two eat dinner together, and sometimes enjoy a glass of wine watching movies.
But now we know why you came home so late.
You weren't working overtime. You were just making a detour. Such a bad boy.
And he said I had cancer, not knowing I'm well enough to dance all day.
Beth and I take the Zumba classes, but she can dance better than me, you know.
Since you're such a bad boy, Mommy's going to punish you.
Please, stop fooling around.
I'm very serious.
Let's have him do 100 laps around the neighborhood.
That's a good idea. Off you go.
I ain't running. Are you guys out of your mind?
You should have known we were acting when reading those ridiculous texts.
I totally agree. Nobody would take that seriously except you.
And those animal names, they're all from famous cartoons.
Pinky is from an old cartoon, but all young kids know about Bluey.
And I'm allergic to cats. You're my son, but you know nothing about me.
You two are awful to trick me like this.
By the time we got to the half-baked part, I was laughing so hard I couldn't breathe.
I was laughing so hard too, and almost failed to make it to the toilet in time.
It's all just so funny.
You two are having fun messing with me. You two are awful.
You were the one who cheated on me, but doesn't that make you awful?
I have a good reason for that.
Let's hear it.
It stressed me out to think you two weren't getting along, and I sought comfort outside of the house.
We never got into a fight in front of you.
The air was tense at home.
You didn't come home until late, spending time at another woman's house. How could you know about the air in the house, mostly only sleeping?
Go, Beth. Tell him more.
If you want to break up with her so bad, I'll kick you out. Go wherever you want.
This is my house.
No, it's my house, you idiot.
I'm your own son. If you're going to kick out someone, it should be Kristen.
I don't want to live alone. I want to spend more time with Beth.
I don't want to be separated from my beautiful daughter either.
That's why we shall have you pay alimony and get the hell out of our lives.
Please, don't kick me out.
Huh?
I don't have any money.
That's none of my business.
All right, then here's what we'll do. I'm going to introduce polygamy as an extraterritorial right in this house.
Has he lost his mind?
Who gave birth to this idiot?
An alien?
You guys can live happily together. I won't have to cut ties with Mom, and I can be with someone I love. And Kristen, if you find another man you like, I'd be happy to have him live here too.
That's all too complicated. Let's just get a divorce.
Without a divorce, there won't be any alimony.
What are you talking about? I can charge you even before the divorce.
Oh, really?
Well, not that I care much about it, as long as I can live here.
You're right. By not divorcing him, we could also prevent him from remarrying for the rest of his life.
Oh, I saw that story on one of the YouTube channels.
It's the iPhone Text Pro, right? I love that one.
I haven't seen it lately, so I have to check it out.
Hey, What are you talking about?
Oh, never mind. Feel free to do anything you want, but I think you'll regret it later if you bring back another woman.
We'll do anything in our power to destroy your filthy relationship. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. I'll take back my words about suggesting polygamy. Please divorce me.
Afterwards, it was 3 days later when the cardboard boxes disappeared from the yard. He seemed to have sent them to his girlfriend's house without permission. But when he told her that he hadn't divorced me yet, she said, "If you can't marry me, I won't let you in," and kicked him out. He is now living in a shared house, but the space is limited, so he had to put in a lot of things in a self-storage unit. However, bad things continue to happen. His sales performance dropped due to his mental condition, and with that, his salary went down. He now also works part-time as a nighttime traffic controller to pay me alimony. Of course, I've also demanded alimony from his affair partner. She complained about it, but paid me in full in the end. Beth was hired by her friend working at the detective agency. I hear she has great talent in following people without having them notice. If you have something to hide, you should be careful. The lady walking by your side right now might be a detective. Thank you for watching to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. Otherwise, please let us know what you think in the comment section below. Please subscribe to our channel. Your ratings and comments will help us in the future. We also have many other inspirational videos. Please take a look at the videos on our channel. See you in the next video.